Today we're taking you to the Anomaly. The Anomaly is in Clayton, Panama. The palm trees are high in Clayton, Panama. The sky is blue. The weather is normally very hot. And today is the day to see the Anomaly. In the background there, below those trees, you see the Panama Museum, and there's a ship in the middle of the field. A ship from the canal crossing the fields. Here's a monument from the old American Fort Clayton. He's sitting on the monument. And this is Building 95 right there in the front. Building 95 was finished in 1933, the most important building in Fort Clayton, Panama. He's walking toward the Sally Port. And on the other side of the Sally Port, there's a field, this field. There you can see the Sally Port there in the background. This is the field behind the barracks and behind where all the officers hung out. And they used to do military exercises in that field, but now it's a place where children all get together for recess from their schools. Metropolitan School of Panama is there. It's a very great school. In fact, one kid there last semester aced his SAT math. That's right, aced it. It's a great school. There it is again in the background. Finished in 1933. But we're not concerned with that school or Building 95 or this fort so much today. We're beginning there, but we are walking toward the Anomaly. Now, as he walks up the sidewalk, he's getting closer. The Anomaly lies a little bit outside the old Fort Clayton. There it is. It's up in those hills behind that tower. And as he walks through the grass, along the sidewalks, getting closer, and this fence divides facts from mystery. There's the hill. He's walking step by step, persistently closer to the Anomaly. The Anomaly is an historical anomaly. It's been there for so many years, maybe eons. We don't know. It's impossible to say at this point, but we're going to bring you there because this is an investigation. And you, the viewer, oh, here's a drainage ditch going down to the canal. It rains torrentially a lot here, and that drainage ditch has to be really big to bring all the water. Now there's the trees at the base of the hill. There's some research institutions right along here. And as we get closer and closer, there you can see, that's the heart of darkness right up there ahead. Tropical jungles await us. On the other side of that fence you see there, on the other side of that fence there's an old road leading up the hill. We'll take that old road. It'll bring us close to the Anomaly, and then we'll have to leave the road, going in deeper into the heart of darkness, to the heart of the Anomaly. Here is the old road. It's an asphalt road. It's now cluttered with logs, some of them quite large trees that have fallen down over this road since the Americans moved out. The Americans were out at December 31st, 1999, was the last day they occupied Fort Clayton and the entire canal zone. And now you can see that's an entire road overgrown with trees and brush. Now, our altitude is increasing all the time, going up the hill, getting closer to the Anomaly. We're soon going to take a left-hand turn that's going to bring us down an even older road, because you'll see that the older road you can't even hardly see. Here it is. You can't hardly even see that there was a road there. There is a little bit of a trail. The trail goes down to the harpy eagle nests that were down there to train harpy eagles and introduce them to the wild. There were 7 of them around these hills. They're all abandoned now. Right down there ahead, you can almost see the cages right next to some bamboo plants. Those are the bamboo plants right there. The cage is right behind those bamboo plants, and now we're getting very close to the anomaly. In fact, we've left the road, and there you can see some of the rocks that compose the anomaly. The anomaly is very high. It's a very high anomaly, and it's just all of these rocks piled up. A lot of them are about the same size, and the vegetation here is completely different from the rest of the vegetation in the area, because it's almost like we say a walk in the park. In an area of thick, dense tropical jungles, here we have an overgrowth of trees, but under it, these rocks, they're pitted with time. They've probably witnessed eons of time here on this hillside, and if they could only talk, they could explain to us how this anomaly arose here. It's to describe the anomaly to you in the most graphic terms, it's basically a mound, almost like those mounds of chocolate that you, oh, there, you see the slope? It's almost at what we would call a angle of repose, and it goes up to a peak, and then it comes down on each of the sides, built out of these stones, and these stones are quite anomalous in the area too. And here is the investigator walking over the stones, just to give an idea of how the ground is here in an area where most of the ground is damp jungle soil. This is hard ground, rough and uneven ground. It supports the step very well as we climb higher and higher. There again, the same angle of repose. Oh, there's the top up there. We're getting closer, and if he pans a little bit further to the right, well, later we'll do that, so you can see that it drops down on the other side at about the same angle. Now, moving up higher, here now we're about 3/4 the way up. You can see those same strange stones, the same angle. There's the top. Now there's something strange up at the top too, as though someone had been digging there. A couple of pits. People that have seen them have wondered if there's some sort of a ritual that has been conducted at the top of the anomaly. Some sort of a, maybe a religious or supernatural ceremony. We don't know. We don't know how this anomaly arose here or what meaning it might have to certain people, but it's not like a lot of people come here. In fact, there you can see the angle of repose starting to go down the other side to the right. In fact, it looks almost completely, how would you say, unvisited. There's just nobody that comes here. There's no trail. There's no disturbance of any kind except for the mysterious two pits. As we get a little bit higher, you'll be able to see them. We're getting up almost to the top. There, focusing in a little bit better. You can see the same type of stones, not covered over. Now, some people have conjectured that maybe this was made during the canal construction. But, oh, there you can see how high we are. You know, it doesn't make any sense that they would take all of these stones and pile them up far from the canal, especially because Fort Clayton is on a landfill. They wanted to take a lot of stones, put them down below, level them out. They could have made the landfill just a little bit larger. And you know, it takes a lot more energy, a lot more effort to take the stones and pile them up so high as you see here. So that discounts a lot the idea that it might, oh, there's one of the pits. And there's the other one over there. Now, there's actually a series of these. This is the main anomaly. Now here comes another one of the investigators. He's paused there because he's reading one of his scientific instruments, looking for any sort of anomalous anything that might be in the area, but so far it just looks completely natural. There hasn't been anything found, any sort of evidence other than the physical existence of this thing, this mound, this inexplicable and unexplained mound that's here in the middle of this forest. There, now we're looking down the other side. Now, as I was saying, it's not a single mound. You get to the top, and the two pits are there. As you go down the other side, you're going to find that this entire anomaly extends further. It goes down a little bit and then extends through a series of ridges that are on the other side. In each of them moving down to the left and to the right with the same angle of repose, the same sorts of, oh, there was a bird there. And it's there. Can you see? Oh, there, it flew. Oh, there it is. It's right there on that branch. It's one of these Panama jungle birds. Oh, there it flew again. It seems to, maybe it lives here at the top because as we approached the top, it started to make funny noises and flew in a circle as though maybe trying to distract us. There you see some more of the same types of stones all around about the same size that extend down the ridges on the other side. There's one of the ridges. Now to the right, not too far down there, you can kind of see through the trees. There is a power line over there. There's a power line and you can see more light. Oh, look at these. These are some pretty big. Wow. Now there's a tree. That's a pretty big one. You got these things. They're in the palm family down below. Then you got this trunk here. You know, it would take a few people standing there to put their arms around it. There you see the type of palms. And then let's see if we can give you a sense of the height of this tree. It reaches up out of the undergrowth and it just reaches way up there. You can see it's covered with all kinds of plants and arboreal yeah, and now look, suddenly the camera is off. I see nothing but darkness. It's the end. So that's our anomaly. And if you like this, give us a like. And if you want us to go back to do the anomaly number 2, give us a like and a comment, and we'll give it to you.